All right, everybody, welcome back. It's a rainy day. What about Rob? I've got some great guests here today. To my right is Alex Tomaselli.
Hey.
Tomaselli.
Oh.
Oh. I booked him because he was in the lobby and and is Italian. So there we go.
Yeah.
And across from me is the great, hilarious Myka Fox. I'm so excited to have her.
Hey, thanks. Yeah, I thought this was just going to be just us, you know?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I killed Tim. No, he'll be here. Tim's running. He's not running late. He told me when he'd be here, but it's a tight squeeze here today at Gas Digital, so we couldn't quite move stuff around. But that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I just came. The entire podcast is people watching me do Trump impressions.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Did you guys watch those debates last night?
No, no.
I would have. I think I would have just for the shit show, but I had I was booked and busy, you know.
Yeah, for sure. So was I. Big spot at the tiny cupboard. No big deal. The cup, I call it.
Was one of the girls hot? One of the ones on.
Oh yeah, Nikki Haley is very hot.
I did see a picture of her.
I like
one of the girls. I just assumed you meant at the show, not at the debates.
debate.
I love also assuming.
Yeah, she's a presidential contender and a girl.
Hey,
Yep.
were there any bad bitches at the presidential debate?
These
You are
broads,
Italian.
yeah, these
I
broads
don't
talking.
Wanna,
Yeah.
I don't want to watch it unless just some hot broads on the stage.
I mean,
Get it.
both of her names are hot.
Nikki Haley.
Like, she
Yeah.
could have gone with either of those
Yeah.
and been a hot chick.
Yeah. And the way she talks is kind of cool. You know, she's like, my father came to this country. And I'm like, hell yeah, Nikki. I'm voting for you.
Yeah.
Just
What?
kidding. I'm not Republican.
I'm not voting.
As a registered Republican, I'm voting for her. I just want to talk about this for a second. There's this guy named Vivek Ramaswamy who's like really tearing it up right now. He's like he had a really good performance.
Yeah, he's Republican Beto.
Yeah. He kind of reminds me of like Mayor Pete, where it's like nobody knew who he was before this, and now he's like a bigger deal.
And he's gay.
Yeah, and it's like, and he'll never win because he has like a thing that, and because I think a lot of Republicans are like, I like what he's saying, but I ain't voting for no Hindu, you know?
Yeah.
In the same way, everyone's like, Mayor Pete's fun, but you know, I don't think people are gonna vote for a gay guy.
They're like, is he a top or a bottom?
Yeah.
We need to know.
Yeah. I talked about this last week. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with it, but in ancient Roman times, apparently they divided society because everyone was like gay and straight. So they divided society by who topped and who bottomed. Like
That is honestly how they
never
should do
heard
the
that.
bathrooms.
yeah,
Right?
Wait, I don't get it. What do you mean?
Well, no, just there's a huge controversy
yeah.
over trans people in bathrooms. Just tops or bottoms and move it along.
That's a great idea. I think that's a fantastic
Yeah.
idea.
I heard there was.
And it forces you to know yourself.
Yeah.
So like when it's just kids have a separate bathroom.
right.
And then when you're old enough to know.
Yeah. Yeah, but then you're like, then you're like, I'm a switch, and you just go in both. You know.
Then you dump in the urinal.
Did you ever have one of those in your elementary school? We did.
A urinal dump?
Yeah, they had to come to class and be like, you got whoever's doing this, you need to stop.
You'd think they'd be easier to catch.
Right?
It's
You know?
the vice principal was doing it.
Yeah.
He's like, I should have been principal.
Yeah, he's like, take this, Jerry in third grade.
He'll think it's a kid.
Now who's gay?
Yeah.
So yeah, Mike and I were talking. So Mike is 7 months sober. She was telling me.
Almost.
So
No
congratulations.
stolen valor. Thank you so much.
I don't mean to rehash what we were talking about in the lobby, but it's very interesting. You were saying that you mostly got sober for the cocaine, right?
Yeah. Just doing cocaine sober felt so much better.
Yeah. There are guys like that. I think they actually call it New York sober, where you just do coke without drinking.
I could do. To clarify, I did quit drinking so that I would stop doing coke, but I would do coke without alcohol, no problem.
How do you go to sleep though? I feel like it's like you need one with the other, weirdly, because otherwise with coke you're just up all fucking night.
You're up all night either way.
True.
The alcohol wasn't helping it. That's why people do downers. That was not my scene. Like I was not a pillhead. I would grip and rip. Just hold on to the pillow and wait.
That sounds terrible.
It sucked.
That
Yeah,
sounds
it's
awful.
No, it's horrible. Like I would because Tim would go home at a reasonable time, like at 2 or 3, and then I'd come in at like 9 or some unnecessary time, and then he'd be in bed, and I would just I'll just hold on to him and be like, everything's fine, but it's like sucks.
Yeah.
And just wide awake, just gripping him, like hold on to something.
Right, having a panic attack and clutching something.
Yeah.
That.
He probably thought I was being like all cuddly and stuff.
Right, now you're like, you better not fucking move or I'm gonna kill myself. Yeah. So is Tim's not sober though?
No, he drinks. Yeah.
Okay.
He drinks.
Is that like is that tough to have one sober, one drink?
I thought it would be, but it's really not. He's not he's a nice alcoholic. Like his personality he's not one of those switchy personality types. And
he's a top.
Like I was drinking for so long, like, I'm not like horrified by drunk people.
Sure.
I still hang out with drunk people.
Yeah. You just hung up the jersey, but you're still hanging out at practice.
Yeah, like, so, like, I'll go home before him if he, it's not a big deal. We're adults.
That's good. That's great. Because, yeah, it's actually sucks being because I drink a lot too, and I get nice when I drink, and that's almost like worse because it like you don't realize you really have a problem. You're just like, I don't know, I'm just a nice guy. I'm cringe, but I'm like nice.
Yeah, I'm way nicer
time.
drunk.
Yeah.
So I'm like, who wouldn't? I was like, I'm doing people a favor.
I went on a third date with a girl, and I was like, I had a few drinks the first couple dates, and I was like super nice and charming, and I showed up to the third one sober, and I was kind of like stiff, and she was like, have a couple drinks.
Yeah.
Just straight up.
Damn,
Tim stayed sober on our first date, and this was like after we'd like been drinking and fucking and stuff, and so like, then we finally went on a date, and he was like, that's when I learned, he doesn't drink when he eats, and like he's like, I just don't like it, and I'm like, this is awkward as shit, dude. All our connection is
alcohol,
drunkenly led, and it was a weird date too. It sucked.
Yeah, he doesn't drink when he eats. That's the best time to drink.
I know, but he'll like a Coca-Cola, but he doesn't want an alcohol.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I'll have a soda pop with dinner, but and then afterwards I'll get rip shit drunk.
I do that. I do the same thing as Tim.
What?
Yeah, like I don't drink. I definitely don't drink with dinner, and if I'll have like soda, and then I'll get drunk later.
Why?
Because I need something as like a base level in my stomach.
Got it.
And then I'll drink and get hammered.
Does it upset your stomach when you like drink?
Oh, I can't drink. I throw up all the time if I drink too much. Yeah, I'm one of those. Bad hangovers.
Well, I know who not to invite to my birthday.
No, I don't drink though. Like I don't have a drinking problem, but when I drink, I don't. I really don't. But
you're off the show, Alex. This is alcoholics and ex-alcoholics only.
No, every once in a while, like I drink probably every few weeks, maybe a month or so, and I get hammered. Like that's what I do. When I drink, I get drunk.
Right.
I don't drink casually.
Yeah, that's Tim's thing too. He's like, I'm not happy. First of all, he does not have the palate for a wine. Like he's not pairing anything. Like it's like if I am drinking, I'm gonna get drunk. Right. Otherwise, what is the fucking point?
Exactly. Yeah. That's me.
I'm kind of actually I can. I'm kind of full spectrum. This is the other problem. Like I can have two I had two at the Tiny Cupboard last night.
If it's free, I can do it. Like or it comes with something at like a mic. Sam still doing mics.
Well, you got to get paid.
Yeah,
exactly. It's like I'm at a net loss if it's not for drinking.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Comedy in New York does not pay. Oh, speaking of which, I'll be in Chicago in 3 weeks on the 21st of September. Judging Roast Battle Chicago, and if anyone knows anyone who books anything in Chicago, I'm having a little tough time filling my calendar. So we actually have a lot of listeners in Chicago. So someone please, if you have a friend of a friend, please tell them Robbie sent you. Do you guys have any plugs? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to plug anything.
If we're doing it now, yeah, I do. I have a podcast called Yes Offense. It's on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube. Check it out. It's pretty similar to this.
What about your live show you got too?
I also have a live show September 14th. It's called One of Us is Gay. Me and Pete Angelo are hosting it at Hatchets and Hops in Williamsburg. So check it out. September 14th. Show starts at 8. Hell yeah.
Myka, do you want to do plug?
Yeah.
Because nobody plugs at the end, right? You have to get it out in the first 10 minutes.
Follow me on Instagram at Silly Selly. Tickets are in my link tree. Anyway.
Are you fucking
I'm done. That's it. I'm done. Sorry. I knew I was forgetting one
Alex,
thing.
I said you got one. All right, you got one.
Sorry about that. That's good.
You're barely on the show.
I know, it's just in shadow.
And I know how people skip 15 seconds. So the important thing to know about trans people is that my podcast is Great Hang with Myka and Tim. And please check us out. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe. Do all that shit. You'll meet Tim. You'll like him. It's fun. I just basically make fun of how dumb and fat he is, and he loves it.
That's amazing. Yeah.
And follow me on Instagram at MYKAFOX.
Nice. We got to shut the border. Also, follow me on social media at Robbie Goodwin. RFK rules. Fuck. Wait. Do you want to tell that funny story about the Instagram thing?
Yeah, we could, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, so I play Fortnite with Joe Gorman. from time to time.
Why are you referencing Robbie like he's Joe?
What's up, everybody?
That's how it links. But when I first played with them the first time, I ended up, I was in the chat and there was a guy named Ron Irving also in the fucking. Is there a guy in the background? Oh, cool.
Tim's here.
But we also played this guy named Ron, who, when I first heard him, I thought it was Robbie because I've heard you on podcasts before. I was like, oh, that's Robbie Goodwin. Completely ignored the fact that his name was Ron on the thing. But it was ours. I thought it was a username thing.
Right.
So we had a whole riff on Twitch about Johnny Cash sucking dick for baseball cards. And I sent him a meme was meant to be for Ron, and that was our first interaction. Like I just sent it to him
thinking it was this guy because I had this whole riff. He thought that he was me on Fortnite.
Yeah.
And this was his first message he ever
sent to him.
I didn't even know who he was.
Yeah. I was like,
hey, Johnny Cash sucks dick, right?
and he
like,
just hearted it, and I went about my day being like, that was weird. Ron didn't seem to... Robbie didn't engage, and then I found out it wasn't even Robbie, and I was like, oh, this is embarrassing. And
and then I walked into a mic at the whiskey store, and someone was like,
yes,
we're here to clear everything up.
It was really just an intervention.
Yeah.
You've been drinking a lot, Robbie.
You've been sending memes to the wrong people.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
Very embarrassing.
But yeah, so it's, I'm sure you loved hearing about Fortnite right there.
Oh, yeah, I think about it all the time. I'm like, Fortnite is actually incredible. It keeps Tim occupied, and
Does
I
Tim
like
play?
that. Tim plays
You-
Fortnite and Call of Duty.
You like that? Are you cool with him playing video games?
I built him a video game room.
A man cave.
Well, yeah, it's our podcast studio. Great hang with Myka and Tim. And then by day, Tim plays video games and gets the stress of the day out.
Yeah, what's up, Dick Nuggets?
Hey, Tim McLaughlin's here.
Hi, honey.
Walking in like a sitcom character.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking of the best thing to say on the walk here.
Yeah.
I've came up with
That was it.
Was that it?
Dick Nuggets I thought was going to be a good one.
Hell yeah. Dude.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was charming. I smiled. I'm gonna sub in like the Seinfeld Kramer clapping and then a big laugh track right after you say that. Or you know what? After you say that, I'm gonna do the woo like it's your catchphrase. And then maybe one person in the crowd going, Dick Nuggets.
But I would like to thank Myka for paying for all of my video game stuff that I'm allowed to play in the basement.
This is great.
Yeah, what you been playing?
I just play Call of Duty.
Nice.
Which one?
Whatever the newest one is.
Nice.
Modern Warfare 2.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. The reason I asked, Myka, is because the last girl I had a tryst with found out I played video games and was like, I'm not cool with this. And I was like, it's not a big deal.
Wait, is a tryst just like a threesome you only have once?
Like a fling with, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
We were hooking up. And then she was
tryst.
like...
Tryst.
Tryst. I've been saying tryst for weeks
Because it
now.
sounds like you're
It's
hooking up with
embarrassing.
two people at once as a fling.
I
Or
wish.
your hand.
Yeah.
It's either your hand.
That happens too. But yeah.
Thrist sounds like a shitty name for like a 90s kid.
Wait.
You know?
Yeah.
So she was cool by getting pumped casually by you,
Yeah.
but not cool
the video
with
games.
Fortnite.
Not the video games.
Sounds like this girl-
I'm that bad?
I don't know.
Yeah. What
just
impression
holding-
have I given you? Jesus.
I don't know, the one where I guess Fortnite was a straw.
I guess.
Listen, this bitch is fine with me not really having a job and dumping in her,
Yeah,
but
dude, you get it, Tim. You
not
get
play
it.
video games.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man.
And Tim hit it on the nose right there.
I think she was lying to you, but I'm gonna listen. If you're casually seeing someone, how they spend their off time should not be your business.
I did play it in front of her one day, like directly.
Yeah. The last girl I dated was like, it might be fun if I watch you play video games. She immediately hated it.
Yeah.
It was like immediately.
I warned her in advance.
Could have dried her up.
Yeah.
Couldn't have dried her up faster.
Yeah.
The other day I go, Myka, you want to watch me murk noobs? I'll probably get like 40, 50 kills.
You want to see me teabag a faggot?
And then I got 39 kills, and then she was like, you lied. You said you get 40.
That's good. I like that.
That's good. That's solid, though. 35.
But I do it in between letting stuff get done, like editing videos. Like, you know, that long lapse it takes for the video.
You know that long lapse where Tim thinks of the next word he's going to say? Jesus Christ.
That wasn't that bad, was
Yeah.
it? Myka, you are just the best.
Myka does
That's
not.
my water. That's
don't
my
care.
back. I
I'm
knew you were
sweating
going to
so
fucking
bad.
drink my backup
This is
water.
why I love Myka. I mean, you guys have such a funny. I want to have you guys on because your podcast is hilarious.
Oh,
and
Robbie.
What's very funny about it is Myka does not give Tim an inch.
And I don't give her
Are
an
you
inch
kidding
either.
me? He takes about 45 by the looks of it.
What the fuck?
Damn, dude.
34.
34. Damn, I'm jealous. That's sick.
Damn.
Yeah, 34 wide, 20 long.
Damn, my legs are short as fuck. I wear a 34-29.
Really?
Yeah.
Oof. I'm sorry, man.
Long body, though, like a swimmer that can't really swim that well.
Right. You look like a tall guy on his knees.
Oh, thank you very much. I would have just drank Myka's water, though.
Thanks, Natalie.
Thanks,
not even
Natalie.
Thanks,
we haven't even
Nat.
hired her. That's great. Yeah. So wait, how'd you guys meet exactly? Like, how long you guys been dating now?
We just hung out. Well, Myka had her show at Cobra Club that she has
Great
every
show.
Friday,
Yeah.
which I will be hosting this week because no one wants to do it apparently. But I would just hang
I'm
out there.
above it.
Yeah, hosting. What kind of idiot hosts? So Tim will be hosting.
I'll
this
be
Friday.
hosting, and then Saturday I'll be hosting another show. Myka and I would just hang out around Myka and try to get her to remember me.
Nice.
Took a few.
Yeah. Well,
I was
it's
like,
all
oh, another white guy from Chicago? Interesting. I'll file that in things I don't need to know.
Yeah.
And then she goes, another white line in the bathroom? Interesting. I got to go, Tim. I'll see you later.
Yeah. And then Tim was like, "I have cocaine," and Mike was like, "Tim, right? Yeah. Now I know your. Now I remember your name."
It's
If only I could afford it, I would have gotten her to know me so much quicker.
Yeah, that we were talking in the lobby, and it is funny how like certain friends just have coke, and then you sign friends. Like, I want to hang out with that person on Thursday. I don't know why.
I've never done it. I think I talk too much already.
Yeah,
So I was like, I'd be insufferable. I'm already
Same.
so annoying.
I am accused of being on coke way too much for me to do it regularly. You know, people are always like, "He's coked up. He's on something." It's like, nope, just have a terrible personality. I think.
you have
Just
a cokey
annoying.
face, too.
Yeah, it's my opening joke.
Is it?
Yeah, I have resting coke face.
Well,
It worked for the Zoomers at the tiny cupboard, the multiracial Zoomers at the tiny cupboard last night.
Damn, multiracial.
It was. I mean, it was fun. I mean, I was like, I don't want to give away all my canned crowd work, but it was fun. I did a Pacino impression. It fell so flat, and I had to be like, your dads would like that.
Which
joke.
Pacino? Which version?
Well, the bit. I mean, I always do devil's advocate Pacino.
Oh.
It was like, yeah.
I like Heat Pacino. That's my favorite.
He's coked up. Apparently, they wrote the script that he's coked up in Heat.
Yeah, they
and then
took
they
it
just
out.
took it out. So, but so it makes no. He's just the whole time like, "We gotta find him. We gotta find him."
And then when he's with De Niro, he's like, you know, you and me were the same.
Yeah, he's like, I'm coming down right now.
Oh, can I give you a
Throws a
joke?
TV
Yeah,
at his
yeah.
guy.
What about Pacino as a millennial?
Ooh.
This chick's got a delicious ass. Is that something like that?
That's so close to Heat.
Allison Williams has got a great ass.
Yeah. Is that something?
Zoomer,
Yeah, good
Zoomer
job, Tim.
Pacino. It's bussin'. It's bussin'.
No cap.
No cap.
Hell yeah, dude.
What else do Zoomers say?
for
Yeah,
real,
For real, for real.
For real, for real, for real, for real. I'm the devil. For real, for real.
It's lit.
Yeah. Yeah, Zoomers are wild, man.
Yeah.
Are things still lit?
I think they're
Lit's-
still lit.
My dad used to say lit, so that
How old
comes
are
back
you?
every. I'm 31.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
that,
his dad's like 40. Even my dad said that.
no, he's 60 something, but he said it when I was like in high school. He would say it's lit, like he would say we're getting lit. They're getting lit. Like
Well,
to be
That's about
fucked up.
weed, right?
Yeah.
drinking.
Yeah,
ever
and
since
then-
I was a kid, drinking was getting lit.
And then lit came around as a term of like, oh, it's cool.
folks,
it's lit.
we need to stop getting lit and start reading lit. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh,
folks.
pastor voice.
Yeah. And vote for me. I'm Vivek Ramaswamy.
Did he do a lose yourself? He's the one who did the lose
Yeah, he
yourself.
did lose yourself, and he also posted a picture
Didn't
of
he
him.
do that in college, though?
No, he did it again like 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I saw it and I was like, no. And then they were like, isn't college. I was like, oh, you know.
No, he's a millennial. He's like 6 years older than me, so he loves "Lose Yourself."
Yeah.
I
by
mean, that song
Eminem.
hits.
It's fucking great. I mean, look, you know what sucks though? I posted he's doing so much against the Eminem fan community. Like it's just so fucking lame. I mean, he also posted a picture of himself like shirtless playing pickleball, saying like debate prep.
Damn, this guy's gonna be our next damn president.
I hope so. I just want a president who's not definitely going to die in term.
Oh yeah.
Like, is that too much to ask?
I'm shocked Biden's still kicking.
I was for sure we'd have President Harris by 2024.
I know, same. I'm shocked. They must be giving him so much adrenochrome or whatever the fuck they pumping him full of amphetamines.
They're just cracking babies by the spine and he's sucking them down.
What's it? It's applesauce, Joe. Just drink it. All right.
Yeah, you thought it was sucked when he sniffed a kid.
Yeah.
Dude, my uncle likes Vivek, my uncle Steve, and he doesn't like most non-white people. So I was like, I was like,
that's not how he says it either.
Yeah. This sand end's got a good point. That's the thing. I'm like, I don't buy that Republicans would elected a Hindu person. You know, because even during the debate, he's like, God, there's one God, and I'm like, are there? Vivek?
Yeah, really? Yeah,
aren't you Hindu?
Yeah.
Is he Hindu?
He's literally Hindu.
Does that one god have 2 arms only?
Someone just asked him, do you believe in Vishnu?
Yeah.
And then his polls are going to tank. I swear to God.
Can't blink. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, whatever. I mean, it's just funny. Trump wasn't even there, so it's like, what's even the point? What are we even doing?
Everyone wants to decide who's going to be the next vice president.
Yeah.
They're auditioning for Trump.
That's what I thought, too. It feels like they're all auditioning for him.
Except for, like, Chris Christie and shit. He's hoping for a miracle.
Chris Christie's so funny because his whole thing was like, Democrats, give me $1 so I can get on the stage and stick it to Trump. And he goes up there and he says one thing. He's like, he does not have the conduct for the office. And everyone goes, boo. He's immediately just like, okay. And he never brings up Trump
Then you
again.
see him turn around, he's stress-eating ice cream.
Yeah, dude.
How are you going to shit on Trump when he's leading in the polls by over 40 points and doesn't even have to show up and is about to go to jail today? Isn't he arraigned today?
Yeah. Well, his mugshot's coming out today. Yeah.
In Atlanta.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
Like, you know what a big fucking loser you have to be to show up to a thing none of you have a chance of winning?
Chris Christie, fattest loser of all of the fat losers.
Everyone there's a fat loser, but Chris is frankly the fattest.
He is a prized pig.
I call him Oakjaw because he's a big pig that I cry for.
That's good.
I don't vote blue, and I don't vote blue ribbon.
Yeah. That's good. Chris Christie is...
God, I can't wait for him to be president again.
It's going to be pretty funny,
it's going to be great.
Is he going to just be president from jail, though? That's going to be crazy.
That'd be a great show.
It would be.
Jail Prez.
Jail Prez.
Oh, yeah.
My whole thing is, if he goes to jail, does he get Secret Service? There's so many questions I have.
He doesn't go to regular jail. And he's not going to jail. He's not going to regular jail.
I mean, Mar-a-Lago gets bars on it or something.
Yeah, he has a
Bar-a-Largo.
ankle.
But there you go.
Yeah. He has house arrest at the White House.
Yeah,
he can't leave the White House. Oh my God.
He'd be fucking pissed. He hates it there.
He hates it. He was always never. He was like. He said he was like. It smells like piss in here. You know?
Now it smells like Coke.
Yeah, right.
Smells like the Herald Square train station.
Yeah.
Not enough people are talking
it
about
smells
how...
like compound media in here.
God, Diaz and Durga should make a compound media smell.
Ugh.
You know, they're always coming out. I don't know. Nobody. Oh, you guys aren't following scent stories
No,
these days?
yeah. What's Diaz and Durga? I kind of connected the dots, but what is it
like
exactly?
they'll be like, we bottled the scent of a rainbow, or like this is the smell of spicy summer, and it's like they should do compound media.
This is the smell of Budweiser and racism,
right?
All mixed into one.
P for Pacino. I bottled the scent of a woman.
There we go. Now we're cooking back around.
Yeah. Let him cook. God, the scent of the compound media. You light the candle, it just says the N-word.
Oh yeah. It can't even get dark. It just stays a white candle.
That's the whitest flame I've ever seen.
The wick stays white the entire time.
Amazing.
God damn. It was raining and I was sweating the entire walk.
I was actually very self-conscious when I walked in because I was just drenched because it's like humid and raining. I'm like, every part of me is wet right now.
Man.
Not me.
Yeah.
Oh, Myka, you don't like this stud factory in front of you?
I'm just saving it all till later, you know?
Yeah.
You got gangly, kind of fatter.
Yep, all the flavors of the rainbow.
Oh, well, how have you guys been? Oh, shit. I moved the mic as I talked.
Careful, if you stop talking for even a second, Tim will start hosting.
Yeah, I know. Hey, please take the pressure off me.
All right. And now time for the news.
No! That is the worst segment of our show, and I have won multiple times to keep it off the show, and Tim is trying to torment me.
You do a news segment?
I do a news segment because I can't really read.
Uh-huh.
So I struggle through reading one of the worst articles I can find on the internet.
Are you
He
dyslexic?
admitted it!
Oh, okay, yeah. Why can't you read?
What's the word?
What's the word for learning disability?
Mental retardation.
Okay, nice. You don't seem that stupid to me.
Oh, well, thanks. But no, I can't really read that well.
Okay.
I just really don't like it, you know? I've decided
Yeah, it's not the most fun thing in the world.
no.
That's funny. So you just pull up a news article and struggle through it?
It's
Yeah.
like
That sounds funny to me.
Yes,
the whole story's in the headline. So he gets through the headline, and then you're like, okay, we're done. And then he starts reading like whatever local news reporting, which is terrible. Like it's terribly written, and then it's dragged out by him being unable to read the words or like skim. You know, like you don't realize how much you skim through the unnecessary parts of a story when you're reading out loud.
Right,
just to
right.
he can't do that.
Right.
Right.
I don't know because I can't read ahead.
So like it could have the N-word in it, and he will read it out.
I'm like,
don't give him Huck Finn, whatever you do.
You're like Ron Burgundy.
I'm like Ron Burgundy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be like Hippo give an honorary degree from local college will be like the headline, and then I'll read like for 10 minutes.
Wow. That's
And it sucks, and it makes me mad.
Yeah. I think you guys should keep doing it. This sounds like a great segment.
It's a great segment. The people who listen to the show, Great Hang, love it. They love the segment. I think Mike is just a hater ass bitch that doesn't want people to have a nice time.
I'm people. I'm people, and I'm not having a nice time.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So wait, how long you guys been dating again now? You
Almost 4.5 years.
said? Wow, okay. That's a full college.
Yeah.
Plus a semester.
We're almost super seniors.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I graduated early, but Tim's still
Yeah.
holding on.
There you go. Perfect. Are you guys so you guys live together?
Mm-hmm.
How's that? How soon did you guys move in together? That's a
Well, we
interesting-
were dating for a year when the pandemic hit, and so that forced the hand. You know, obviously we're going to quarantine together.
Sure.
You know, and then
We were quarantined at her place in Long Island City, which was very nice.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
but it was a
sometimes-
studio, so it was like
So I would have to leave sometimes and go back to my place in Crown Heights, which was fine because it was the only time the train was ever worth riding.
Oh, it was
'Cause
amazing in the
was
pandemic.
clean.
There was no one there. It was clean. No
Oh.
one shouted at you for like a year.
It was incredible.
you'd think the homeless would have taken it over.
Yeah, they were booting them off though. They would get them off on different stops. Plus, there weren't enough homeless to they would just take up one train. They'd all sleep together on one train.
It is where the homeless seemed to
Cuddle for warmth.
disappear in the pandemic. Where'd they go?
Yeah, they seemed to disappear. It wasn't used as an excuse to kill off a bunch of homeless.
Oh my god.
Micah.
So that's your conspiracy?
It's one of a few. I'm looking at Maui right now, but yes.
What's going on with Maui?
That shit was a DEW. There was no hurricane, wind, firestorm. That doesn't even exist.
What's
D-
it? DW?
A bomb?
A direct energy weapon.
Oh, like
shit.
they
Well, why would they kill Maui?
yeah.
So, because there's a lot of locals there who would refuse to give up their property no matter how much money they were offered, and people like Oprah want a better view of the ocean, and they could sell it for a lot more money. The thing is, the property Lahaina is like one of the most valuable parts of Maui, and just full of poor people. And it was really pissing off the rich people who were like, you poor people don't deserve to live here.
Oh
We
my
do.
god.
So
they're
it
doing-
it's very suspicious, the location of it all.
So a lot of people are blaming Chinese space lasers. Micah fully going Jewish space lasers. As a
Credit
Jew,
where
she's
credit
allowed to
is
do.
due.
Yeah, credit where credit is due.
Thank you.
As I say.
Well, and Jews did invent credit.
Yeah. Isn't it funny? They're all Jewish people named like gold and silver and
Yeah.
diamond.
Yeah, and our most precious element, Steen
Yeah.
and Stein.
And Stein.
I'd be
Steinfeld.
I'd be such a bad Jew. I'd be cubic zirconia. Huh?
What's
Yeah, well, you're a bad Jew because that joke sucked.
Those fake diamonds. Anyways, Myka one day yelling at the house, she's like, Oprah's house wasn't even touched by the flames. Nothing on her property was touched by any of the flames. It's a conspiracy. The rich people did it.
I mean, you tell me why that happened.
I couldn't. I didn't read enough.
It does sound like the thing from RoboCop.
It does sound like a movie plot. Yeah, like the rich people are like, I'm sick of the poor people.
Yeah.
Let's kill them all.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like a lot of accounts from like locals too are claiming that. Now I've read into it because I'm like, all right, let me Snopes, and there are some explanations for some of this, but listen, it was a very convenient fire to a lot of rich people, and that shit doesn't square with me.
Yeah. Damn. I haven't read anything really. I just know that there's a bunch of fires in Maui or whatever, and like LA is getting like hurricaned. Mm-hmm. I guess I just thought God was mad.
At least there's pictures of these. There were no pictures from when I saw the Canada fires. Like I still don't.
Are those still going?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
they're still going.
Once we stopped breathing that air, we're like, I don't care what's going on.
Yeah, fuck Canada.
Yeah.
We were mad. I was mad at them. I was like, fuck that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, don't we have an air screen? Come on.
Yeah.
I was happy. I was like, this is the first time I've smoked in like 4 years.
Yeah.
This is incredible. I missed it so much.
Yeah, they said it was like equivalent to like smoking a pack of cigarettes if you were outside all day.
Yeah.
Something like that. Isn't it weird there's all these apocalyptic scenarios going on lately? Like the orange sky, the hurricane.
Aliens coming.
Yeah, it's
aliens are here, I guess.
The frogs are gay.
The frogs are... Alex Jones was right. Oh, ribbit.
Why don't you hop that cock right into my ass?
Toad, what are you doing later?
What that tongue do?
I mean, the ribbits, the frogs have been gay, like, hello, my baby. You tell me that one was straight? I don't think so.
That's where Alex Jones got the idea. It's like, they're turning him gay. He was a regular frog, and now he's singing show tunes.
He's dancing.
Oh, now he's Michigan gay frog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Michigan J. Frog and Indiana Jones, the only two people named after states.
Is that
The only two.
And now is that interesting?
Yeah.
What about Hannah Montana?
Damn.
That's a last name.
Oh.
So that's a family
Oh, I
name.
guess it's not a name.
I see what you're saying.
Excuse the
What
first
about-
name.
First name.
What
all right.
about the guy I wrestled in high school named Dakota, whose mom would yell, "Get him, Dakota!"
Nice.
and my dad would sit next to her and he'd go, "Yeah, get him!" Sat next to her the whole tournament and yelled, "Yeah, get him!" at his own son.
I actually do know a lot of Dakotas, I guess. All right, theory over.
Fanning.
Dakota Fanning.
Yes.
Yes.
From Man on Fire, which I just saw. You guys see that movie?
Yeah, it's a solid flick.
The funniest part is, spoiler alert, he dies at the end and they have an obituary
Then
thing.
you can't say spoiler alert and then just say it. You have to give people a chance.
Well, I only say it because at the end they put an obituary like his character name, 1952 to 2003. Like he's a real guy.
I like how he conveniently died in the back seat too. They
He's like,
tortured him
okay,
to death.
all right, I guess I'm gonna go die. Yeah, it's a good. I mean, it's kind of a stupid movie, but it's good. It's like John Wick in a new metal video,
Yeah.
starring Denzel. Actually,
Tony Scott. Yeah.
saying that backwards, that sounds like a great movie. That sounds like
It's
the
pretty
ultimate
sick.
movie.
The torture scenes are fucking awesome.
All right, I'm out.
Yeah, it's really violent.
Yeah.
But check it out, HBO Max.
We've been watching Justified again.
Oh,
I heard that's great.
the old ones or the new
Yeah,
ones?
well, both of them.
Yeah,
I heard Tarantino. I heard
Tarantino.
Tarantino's the reason they made the new ones. I heard he like told them to do it, and they were like, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Really? That's why there's like a whole foot episode.
Here's what you got to do, all right? Bring it back, okay? And put a foot in there. Yeah.
Not a bad Tarantino.
Yeah, you know who does a great one is
Tarantino.
Tarantino's a great one. Norm does a really good one.
Oh, yeah, he
Norm
does.
And George Clooney does a really good one too.
Rest in peace.
George Clooney.
No, maybe you haven't heard. You know who does a really great one? This dead guy.
Yeah. I keep asking him to do it. He's not getting back to me. I keep DMing him on Twitter.
Yeah, Justified rules, dude. I loved I used to watch that shit in high school. I loved it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that Walton Goggins shows up in the new one, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Walton Goggins. I love him.
He
was
was
the best.
in the original, yeah.
It's justified. We're justified about all the cowboy stuff we're doing.
Not too
I'm kind of
far
doing
off.
Baby Billy from Righteous Gemstones.
I mean, they do. I mean, literally in the first episode, he shoots a guy,
Yeah.
And then he goes,
was
so he shot him on sight. Within the first 5 minutes, he goes, it was justified. Myka was like, he said it.
I love when that shit happens.
Yeah, me too. I always am like, that's it. Yeah.
It's a
That's
sick
why I love
show.
Family Guy. They just say it at every episode of the theme song.
And Timothy Oliphant is so fucking hot. He's such a hot
I do
guy.
wish I looked like him all the time.
Yeah.
Aging so good too.
Yeah.
I was like, it's possible, people.
Yeah.
You know, get
What-
your 10,000 steps, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I always am like, I always watch those like older guys who are handsome. I'm like, I hope I look like that when I'm 50. And then I'm like, I don't look like that now. Why do I think I would ever be 50
right?
and get it together?
Your
I know.
bones change.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just like I anamorph into like a fucking salt and pepper stud.
I know, like, people are like, oh, J-Lo can do it. I'm like, not even her daughter looks as good as J-Lo.
Yeah.
Like, give me a fuck. J-Lo's just J-Lo.
I think famous people they just have all the time in the world and they can like afford like trainers and like meal plans and all that shit.
It's a lot of dieting and shit.
Didn't you say
I
that?
hate
I
chicken
hate
tenders.
dieting.
Yeah, I love
Didn't you
chicken
say that J-Lo uses a cream that's 50 cents an ounce all over her entire body?
Yeah, she, I read that, like, once, like, she, you know, like, Lamar is like $300 for like a jar this big, and she uses it for, it's supposed to be for your face, obviously. She uses it on her whole body, and like,
Wow.
like, why wouldn't you? She's like a billionaire.
Yeah, if I had that, I would fucking use it. Of course.
When she said Lemaire, I just
I
pictured
know, me
Lamar
too.
Lee.
Just like a big fat black guy. It's like, here, use my cream.
He's like, oh, thank you.
Yeah, Lemaire is just like, he's just rubbing you while he watches like Transformers or One Piece or something.
Just smiling, yeah. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, he's great. Shout out Lamar Lee.
Yeah,
maybe
he's
he'll
my
do
guy.
a show someday.
Shout out One Piece.
Shout out One Piece.
You seeing the new Netflix movie?
The TV show?
Aren't they making a live action one?
It's a live action TV show. I think it's going to be. I'm a huge One Piece fan. I read it every week. I've watched every episode. I think it is going to be bad.
Yeah, well, I'm a huge
Hasn't it
Cowboy
been around
Bebop-
for like ever? Hasn't it been around for
yeah,
like decades?
since we were kids.
Wow.
Almost 30 years.
It was on like the WB when we were kids because you're 32.
Yeah.
So that was the same era. Yeah.
I read that someone like criticized him for making the girls too sexualized, and he doubled down. He's like, "Well, I'll show you," and then he just like made them all more.
No,
more
a Japanese
sexualized.
guy.
Well, he also did it because when it was on the WB, it was on the 4Kids network. And so they took out the characters that would smoke cigarettes. They took out the violence. And so he made a lot of the characters like sexier so that they couldn't sell it to the 4Kids network anymore because they censored so much of the show.
Oh shit, that's pretty good. This guy sounds like a great guy. What a cool fucking guy.
Well,
I'll show you. I will show you.
because they did fuck up Cowboy Bebop, and I love Cowboy Bebop, and it was
Oh,
terrible.
the Netflix
It's
show.
fucking
Yeah, that was
terrible.
bad. That's like the only anime I've really watched was Cowboy Bebop, but it's really good.
Good shit.
Yeah, I've been watching Baki Hanma.
You're watching what?
Baki Hanma. It might be the most retarded
Is
show.
that restaurant with where they flip the they flip things and make the onion?
You catch a shrimp with your mouth.
Yeah, that's the best.
It's the dumbest show I've ever seen, and I've probably watched about 30 episodes of it. I can't get enough of it.
What's it about?
It's about fighting, but they use imagination fighting, and they're all like super strong. It's really stupid.
Oh, that
Look
sounds-
how happy he is in
I
his
know.
face.
It looks like
You can
I
see
feel like
the
I was talking to
joy.
a child.
One of the
You
guys,
feel like it because you are.
one of the characters in the new season is
He reads at a 4th grade
I
level.
know. He was like, I can't really read, but I was watching about fighting.
one of the characters is 140 million years old, and he was trapped in the ice fighting a dinosaur, and he's a man. It's really stupid.
I'm in, dude.
Yeah.
Dinosaur. I heard dinosaur. I'm there.
Yeah, dude, it's sick.
It sounds awesome.
All right, you guys, what's your favorite dinosaur?
Dude, T-Rex.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny is I did rewind. I was watching a bunch of videos of tigers and I kept like telling my friends like, dude, you don't believe about tigers. Like, what are you, 5? I'm like, but I swear, go back and watch some tiger videos. It's fucking nuts.
I mean, do you age out of having a favorite animal? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, for real. And a favorite color. Come on. You gotta love it. But tigers are cool. You know there's only like 4,000 left?
Yeah,
It's like, yeah.
Tim's like, yeah, I knew that.
yeah, I know.
I'll bet my favorite tiger is bigger than your favorite tiger. And also the tiger roar. That's the MGM, the lion roar. That's not a lion roar. That's a tiger roar.
The fuck? That's
Yeah.
interesting. Why'd they do that?
Because tiger roars sound weird. They're like high pitched, like they don't sound like what you expect. They don't
Wait,
roar
MGM
like that.
is a lion.
Or sorry, lions roar weird.
Really?
Yeah, that's not how they roar.
Jamie, can you pull that up?
Yeah. Frank, can you pull up a lion and a tiger roaring, both of those back to back? All right, I'm just back into talking about tigers. We're talking tigers.
Are there only 4,000 because they kill them because they are a predator of man?
I think they're
over
just
there?
in like really weird regions or something.
It could be because humans have taken over the planet and
Yeah.
created an inhospitable environment for
that
most
too.
of the Earth.
Actually, yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it
Yeah.
was. They like took. It's like humans developed around exactly where the tigers were living, and now they're only in India basically, and in like zoos and shit like that.
God, can you imagine how much that sucks being like one of the last tigers and having to live in India?
They're roaring because it smells so bad.
Yeah, everything tastes like shit.
You have to vote for Vivek Ramaswamy.
Here we go. Oh.
It's just a yawn.
Yeah, it's very sea
That's how I
lion.
sound in the morning. Like,
Oh, maybe that's why they call them sea lions.
hell yeah, dude. Yeah,
That's
fuck
a
that.
fucking roar.
Fuck that.
Told
dude.
ya.
I'm not. Oh no.
Look how cool they are, though. They look.
They look sweet, and then
Can you
they could
imagine being
just
in the
nick-
jungle and hearing that?
Dude.
Terrified. And they could just swipe you. They don't have to like dig in. They just could nick you, and you're open. Like,
Yeah.
oh my
He's
god.
burping.
Yeah, that's deadly.
Dude, imagine having that in your house as
Oh,
an
it'd be
Italian
so
man.
sick.
And,
those
and being
videos?
from Florida.
Yeah. And being, well, one could say the king of the tigers.
Have you
Thank
seen-
you, Frank.
You've seen people who like own tigers in their house, and they put their arm in its mouth and like, hey, they like tap it, and then it lets go, and it's like, why are you even? That's wild.
I bet it feels so good.
Oh, Myka.
You're one of them. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I let my cat like do her like gnaw
It's a
biting
cat,
on me.
though, like a tiger. I mean, a massive.
So I
Yeah.
actually did watch a bunch of YouTubes of guys with tigers as pets, and they're out there. I don't know if it's even legal, but I guess you can have them as pets. And they're always like, they seem just always seconds away from just getting mauled at all times.
Oh, yeah.
There's a guy with 3 tigers, and one of them, just to fuck around, was like distracting him as another tiger like immediately pounced up behind him in a way that was like, if this tiger was actually pissed at you, you'd be dead in seconds.
Well, they weigh 800 pounds.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're huge.
and they can just decide. Like they could, any time they're like, oh, I'm hungry, or you pissed me off, and you're done. You're not getting
God,
out of
that
that.
rules.
Yeah. Well, it's like Siegfried and Roy. That one tiger attacked him, but they said he was trying to protect him.
Oh, yeah, right.
Something was happening.
Because
And
he was like, I think he got AIDS.
They saw him having gay sex, and they're like, I have to protect him.
yeah.
In Africa, this goes bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Dude, tigers are tight. Do you know tigers are sick? You know they're sick when Rocky has one on the back of his jacket.
That's the name of the episode. Tigers are tight. What was that? Rocky has
He has a tiger on the back of his jacket.
Oh yeah.
It's one of the first things he buys when he gets his money because he's like a stupid Italian, you
Right.
know. So he buys like
when
stupid
my
Italian
number
stuff.
comes in, I'm buying a tiger jacket. Yeah.
Adrian's like, "Why do you have that, Rock?" And he's like, "It's pretty cool."
Because tigers are tight, eh?
You ever heard the roar?
Yeah. And have you heard that roar? Everyone thinks it's a lion roar, but it's actually the tiger roar. You know why Stallone talks like that? When he was in the womb, they had to get him out, and the doctors used like the clamper thing, and they got his face, so it's like paralyzed on one side.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah, that's completely true. You thought I was setting up a joke? You know why
Well,
Stallone
then
talks
why
like
does
that?
then why does Frank Stallone be like that?
I think maybe he's trying to copy his brother.
Yeah,
his
that's
more
so-
famous brother.
That's interesting. I always thought it was like an affect, like
No,
like a stupid thing.
No, it's like face was paralyzed for. I mean, this could be a stupid Italian urban legend, but that's what I heard.
Yeah. Huh. What's Tim's excuse?
Huh? What do I talk like? I talk like a nice man who's very cool.
Tim, you sound fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
You sound fun.
Yeah, you sound like a fun guy.
yeah.
Anyway, my excuse is that I was dropped on the floor.
Were you really?
Yeah, I was born at a barber shop, and they dropped me on the floor, and then I was covered in hair, and then they sent me to the zoo because they thought I was a little monkey baby. Then I grew up.
There was a baby.
Then I grew up at the zoo.
That is adorable.
Tarzan.
That's a good movie.
Monkey baby.
We'll call it
I
Monkey
love
Baby.
Tim's
Oh my God, the amount of
incredibly
people-
childlike response to everything. Tarzan. That's a good movie. That's what I was like when I saw 5 movies total in my life. Except for Bicentennial. That was the first movie I remember not liking. Bicentennial.
I can
Yeah,
just
the
imagine.
guy wasn't bi at all.
Yeah, I make a remake Bisexual Man.
Bicentennial.
Man.
I like that.
I'm just picturing Tim trying to sell Monkey Baby and everyone being like, no! And then he like,
It's not what you think.
and then he's like, then he describes this sweetest thing ever.
And then they're like, no. They're like, no. And I go, okay, all right. Now, America's turning a new 100. And there's a man that needs to eat pussy and suck dick all around town. Bicentennial Man.
Holy fuck, dude. That's great. Damn.
What about that, Myka? Would you buy that movie?
Yeah, I sold.
Yeah, some producers like, kid, you got the goods.
Yeah, it's too bad there's a strike or we'd make it now.
Yeah, Tim, you're giving these away, these genius ideas away for free.
I know.
Monkey Boy and Bisexual Man.
Damn it. Well, I won't even work on it. I've got a project I'm working on right now that's going to make me millions of dollars, and
What
I
is
haven't
it?
even put it. Well, it's called Mad Libs to make libs mad. And
Great, I love it already.
He's talked about it a lot more than he's made it, and
Yeah.
this is
And
so
I'm
someone else is gonna make it in any second.
I think I can sell it on right-wing Facebook pages.
Yeah, I mean, they'll buy anything if you
Yeah.
just brand it.
I put it. It's the back. The cover is a flag, like an American flag, and then it says "Mad Libs to make libs mad," and then that's. I think that's really all you need.
That's yeah. I mean, because the whole triggering the libs, that's like the unifying thing.
Yeah.
You know that. So the Trump mugshot is dropping today, and
Yes.
I just think the merch is gonna go crazy. I think Trump's gonna make a shirt. with his
Arrested for
mugshot on it.
freedom.
Arrested for loving you.
Yeah.
I love too much. They say it was too much love.
I've been arrested for wanting to give each and every one of you a big hug. They say it's against the law.
D-Block.
Giuliani. Yeah, his mugshot was pretty great though.
Oh,
It was
Giuliani.
actually
I've
one of
seen
the nicer photos of him.
Yeah.
You know, he did like they cleaned up whatever his hair grease was.
Yeah, there's
He
no
wasn't-
like, there's nothing dripping.
Right.
So there's no mysterious substance dripping down his fucking forehead or whatever the hell.
What a career.
Wasn't he the first one to use the RICO Act here in New York?
He was like, yeah, that was like his big shit. Like the
Yeah.
RICO. I mean, the irony is insane.
That's pretty cool.
I half think they used the RICO law just for the irony. Just
Yeah.
how like amazingly full circle it is.
just to get people talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that. Yeah, they seem like they really want to like make headlines because that's why they're, they brought everyone in and gave them mugshots, which none of the other people did, So I think the Georgia one, they're like, we're gonna like make this like a thing, And the RICO part is like very, I mean, there's it's so dramatic, That's fucking Sopranos shit.
Yeah.
The Rico
Dark
Act.
Knight. Yeah.
That's the only reason I knew really what was going. I don't know anything about the law, but I know about the RICO Act just because I watch movies. How about the Puerto Rico Act?
All right, and
And
now what would that be?
It would
Is
be
that-
like.
That's where you go from being poor to getting involved in a gang and you get RICO'd.
Perfect.
All right.
The Puerto Rico Act.
Oh,
They arrest you for stealing plantains.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
They
We're
got
working
you on
on
the
it.
Puerto Rico
I was
Act.
gonna say it's appropriate to catcall
Oh, the
go.
Puerto Rico
Yeah,
Act. Yep.
in this jurisdiction.
Yeah. Right.
You
All
didn't.
right.
You didn't put enough Puerto Rican flags outside of your house.
There you
Exactly.
go.
Is that
Perfect. All right.
something?
I like that. Round
Yeah.
round robin racism. That's our new segment. Round robin racism.
We've only heard Daddy Yankee one time. We need a few more. Need a few more cars going around.
You're shut down
blasting.
for not playing pitbull enough.
Exactly.
You're arrested on the Puerto Rico Act.
I live in a very Puerto Rican neighborhood, and I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy it just because all the women just shake their asses in the street where I live. I'm a fan.
Damn, that's pretty cool. The only thing that happened.
Tim, I really wish you let him sit in that. It'd have been funny if we were all silent.
Whatever.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, Tim.
I'll let you bomb next time. The only thing that happens in our neighborhood is guys drink Modelo's in front of our stoop till 5 a.m. and yell.
They seem like they have the best lives. Those people on
Yeah.
those stoops.
They're Ecuadorian. We have an Ecuadorian street.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you guys live?
Our address?
Our address is
What neighborhood? Like what? There?
Bushwick.
Okay. Yeah. Bushwick's wild, man. I used to live there.
Yeah, they pop off right in front of our room.
Oh yeah,
and it is cool.
That's pretty cool.
No other part of our neighborhood do they pop off. But
that is not true at all. It is constantly popping off on every street.
Yeah.
There was I didn't send you the picture, Tim. There was like at one point there was 2 streets down a wall of speakers, like literally 2 stories high. And they just set it up, and I was walking by. I was like, "Oh my god, I am definitely going deaf." I have the video of it somewhere.
Was it in front of the pizza place?
It was. I want to say it was like Stanhope or.
Well,
Stockholm.
don't. Now people are going to be able to triangle.
She meant Doug Stanhope, everybody.
Yeah.
Doug Stanhope.
It's a long street.
It is very long. It goes all across.
Right.
There was also a drive-by on Stanhope a couple weeks ago.
Shit, really?
Yeah.
Bushwick is so awkwardly gentrified because it's just a bunch of like 20-year-olds from NYU and then just like kind of a rough neighborhood.
It was I mean, the NYU graduation, I was going to work during NYU graduation. I was like, holy shit, there really are a lot of NYU students. They were packed on the train.
Everyone moves to Bushwick after they graduate. That's kind of why I felt like I was aging out of it and also gentrifying at the same time, which is a terrible feeling. So,
oh God, what a bummer. And that's why, I just got an ad for an apartment in Bed-Stuy to buy, right? I'm not buying any property. We know that. But, in Bed-Stuy, right? In a shitty part of Bed-Stuy, a 1-bedroom apartment for $750,000.
Oh, Jesus.
And I was like, who the fuck is doing that?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is like, I want to see a cop get shot right in front of my $250,000 1-bedroom apartment.
It's weird to live next to a fish fry and you have $250,000 to spare.
Yeah. It's like $750,000. $750,000 for a 1 bed.
That's crazy.
I'm like, you're trapped in this thing. It's insane. I was like, nobody should be doing that. 0 people should be doing that.
Yeah. Except for Nick Mullen, who I think bought his place in Bed-Stuy.
Yeah, but I'm sure it wasn't a 1-bedroom.
No, yeah, I think it's anyway. Yeah, I actually don't get buying property in Bed-Stuy. That's not the most fun neighborhood either or anything like that.
Well, there's they have so many beautiful brownstones and
That's
all that
true.
stuff. And
Yeah.
it really sucks the people used to own those brownstones. They got bought out with property taxes. It's a fucking bummer. But I get it. The buildings are gorgeous.
That's true.
If you can
Yeah.
wait out the crackhead problem, you've got a nice piece of property. But a 1-bedroom
Yeah,
with everybody else. Ugh.
That's the thing. I feel like the apartments are getting nicer and more expensive in those neighborhoods, but the neighborhoods are still weirdly shitty. Whenever I'm there,
It's disgusting.
so I don't get it. I don't understand what's going on. Where's the Whole Foods is? Usually there's a Whole Foods.
There's Whole Foods is not coming.
No, you're going to have to still go to Fresh Market. Whole Foods
Key
is not
Foods.
coming.
Yeah, Whole. How about
Foods.
Key?
Yeah, I used to live across the city fresh when I lived there, and it was like a FEMA camp in there. Literally, it's just straight up people Civil War level, just help me. I'm
my God.
who wants to spend $1 million to live like that?
I don't like Whole Foods. You're not going to see a woman hit her kid at a Whole Foods. You're not seeing it. I like to go to the grocery store where the woman's like, I told you 4 times. And then she tells him a 5th time, and then that 5th time comes with a punch.
I went
And I'm
to
like, she told him already 4 times. I don't know what to do.
I mentioned this in the micro scene episode, but the Key Foods I used to live across from, it was so hard to check out. There's a maze to check out. It's all right, I'm not a criminal. Just let me fucking get out of here. There's just so many shitty small quality of life things when you live in Bushwick that suck.
We have good fruit.
Oh yeah.
You could get good fruit in Bushwick.
Yeah, you got one.
Thank you.
Oh,
He did it.
Sorry.
mine went bad.
Yeah.
Too ripe.
Where were you? He fucking saved your ass.
I liked it.
Where the fuck were you?
I'm a little stoned.
My boyfriend does the nice thing of helping you out when you bomb, and you just
This
let
is
him
great.
sing this thing.
My thing was just a fact.
That's
It
not
was
very.
fine.
That's not very Italian of you.
My boyfriend does the nice thing of continuing to talk because he doesn't understand that you can be quiet sometimes.
No, Tim, you're saving the episode by keeping talking. It's great.
I love to talk. I hate silence. I'm
Me
terrified of it. I think that once silence starts, I'm going to start thinking about incredible movie ideas like Monkey Baby and Bicentennial Man.
Bisexual man.
Yeah.
I've never seen Bicentennial Man.
It's just Robin Williams, and he's like, "Oh, I'm a robot," but then it gets really dramatic, and then he goes to Congress, and he's like, "We need rights for robots." It was very awkward.
That's very pertinent now, huh?
Oh yeah, AI.
We got to tax those motherfuckers already.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, that's why I'm like, the actors are most weirdly the most annoying strikers ever, but I'm pro the cause, Like AI is like,
Yeah, I love Cosby too.
I'm pro the cause.
Hey, I want to put something in your drink. Is that
Your Honor, can we strike that from the record?
Yeah, I like
AI, I'm looking for jobs in marketing right now, and I feel like there's a lot more slim pickings on like copywriting and all that shit because it's just like they just use AI already. They just use AI for like social media copy and shit.
Fuck yeah, dude. AI cranks it out. Like I work in marketing and like I still have to like come up with pitches. It's like I come up with the idea and then I'm like, now you write it like an asshole.
Yeah.
and it will, and it's like garbage, and then you just sort of pick and choose like the stupid with the exploding expectations. And I'm like, oh, that's a good one, you piece of shit.
Yeah, it's like thrilling news and like a rocket ship emoji.
Right.
Yeah, because they're really good at that like bland corporate copy.
Yeah.
That's like what they're pretty good at. The things that you're embarrassed to write, they'll do it.
Yeah.
Because they've like calculated what will engage the highest or whatever. I actually kind of used it for this podcast announcement. Well, just like because they use like emojis and like an outline. I'm like, this is the kind of I'm bad at self promotion. Basically, that's like my Achilles heel. So I just use the robot to do it for me. So yeah, I'm part of the problem. I'm Dave Smith. I'm part of the problem.
Hell yeah, dude.
damn.
Who's your Bernstein?
Oh.
Gotta give it Bernstein.
I need a Jewish guy. Can you convert?
I got the nose for it.
Yeah.
He looks at me. Am I gonna get away with this?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh man.
And
Myka.
with that nose, you have to.
Yeah.
I get mistaken for being Jewish a lot in the city, like a lot.
Oh, the guys. Are you Jewish?
That
Are you
and mean people.
Oh, you get anti-Semitized.
So like a homeless guy, like fucking Jew, and I'll be like, what
Really?
the hell, man?
Wow. Really?
Anti-Semitism. Can you imagine being like in your own shit and piss and still hating someone else?
Yeah.
Just being like, this guy is beneath me.
He's ruining the city. You're like shitting on the sidewalk.
Yeah. It's weird. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Oh, did the Jews make you piss in your own hat?
Yeah. They're
Interesting.
selling you fentanyl.
It would be sick though if a homeless guy's masturbating and he looks at you and he's like fucking Jew and then he comes though. He comes
Right.
from it.
That's a good point, Tim.
Yeah. That would be cool.
I'd feel complimentary.
And now is that a movie now?
Yeah. Yeah. What would that movie name be?
two guys.
Come as you are.
Anti-Semitism.
There it is. There it is.
Thank
That's
you.
beautiful.
Hell yeah.
Ew.
Oh,
Temple. Temple the morning to you.
Well, this has been a really fun pod. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Yeah, we're really sprinting to the finish line, and just like sprinting, you stop every 2 minutes to like catch your breath. So, as two comedians dating, is
Yes.
that tough? Like, do you guys get competitive with each other over like gigs and stuff ever?
I get mad at Myka when she complains because she's booked way more than me.
Yeah.
So that annoys the shit out of me. But other than that, I don't not really.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And I'm jealous of all of Tim's free time.
Yeah. Myka's like, God, it must be so nice to sit at home and watch Justified.
I have to go do 2 paid spots tonight.
I
I'm
know.
sorry.
Just ruminating.
Yeah. Just like if Myka's ever like, and then they don't respect me here at this other place I'm booked and this place I'm booked. And I'm like, yeah, I wish I was also booked there with no respect. But I understand that there's different problems for different people.
I empathize with that very hard.
And you have to understand that there's different problems. So you have to be like, yeah, you're right. Your problems are also valid.
Right, sure.
But
He says that because I've taught him that multiple times.
That's nice. You need someone to like tell you how to say things.
Because it's like
sometimes.
as soon as I complain about like because it's like you're gonna have problems throughout your whole career.
Sure.
It doesn't matter how successful you are, you're gonna have something not go your way. And as soon as I'll start complaining, you'll be like, well then I blah blah blah. And it's like, just let me fucking I'm not looking, I just wanna yell.
Right. You're just trying to vent. And yeah. It's good when you can like both validate each other's problems and not like compare and contrast. But it is tougher when you're on the lower end and not like, because you're like, damn, I would kill to have those problems, or I'd kill to be booked here, here, here.
Yeah.
And
my problems are like, I do the show and I'm the only comedian that's not that they didn't take a photo of or put like a story up of.
Right.
And so I always complained to Myka about that. And then I did Myka's show, and I was the only comedian that she didn't take a photo of and post. And she goes, "Oh my God, I guess it does happen to you."
That's hilarious. Why do you think that is? That they do that?
I don't know.
He shines too bright.
Yeah,
Maybe you're making him laugh too hard the whole time.
Yeah, God forbid you'd want the audience to be looking like they have a good time at your show. But no, I don't know. I'm probably just forgettable and regular white normal guy.
Right. They want to take pictures of a diverse person that looks like they skateboard.
Yeah, that's true. I should bring my skateboard up there.
Yeah,
and
you
my
should.
backwards hat.
I swear to God, you'd get booked a lot more.
Fucking be like,
I know. I keep trying to think of the name too.
hello, fellow children.
Yeah. Steve Buscemi and 30 Rock. Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking of the Poochie.
Oh yeah, Poochie.
Poochie.
Poochie's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, I liked Poochie.
But yeah, that's mostly the thing I complain about. And I'm like, Marky, you don't understand.
Yeah.
It's because everyone's always taking photos of me, and they're bad.
Yeah.
People love to take bad photos of me.
I can't tell if I look worse than I think I do, or if it's just a bad angle when they take the photos, like because it's looking up at the stage. You know.
It's so wild how because it's not like you've never had a good photo of you taken, so
Sure.
you know it can be done.
Right.
And then when you see all these bad ones, you're like, is that what you think I look like?
Yeah.
Is this what you think this is the best representation of me? And then you start to hate yourself and you cut yourself a little bit.
Yeah. That sounds.
And then you lick at the blood.
Sounds like me after the tiny cupboard last night. It's like those Zoomers don't understand my craft. No.
I was really mad there one time because they were laughing at this comedian I had deemed to be terrible. And then I bombed, of course, because I was mad at the audience and berated them for not understanding what comedy was. And I haven't been asked back, but I quite frankly don't want to go. But I've been getting a lot of photos taken of me. I've been looking way fatter than I thought I was.
Yeah, that sucks.
And I'm like, I must actually be this fat.
Yeah. I kind of got that. Well, I lost 5 pounds, no big deal. But still, I'll be on a podcast. Be like, fuck, I thought I was making more progress. I guess I wasn't. Maybe I'm losing water weight.
Yeah, well, I'm just glad you guys are really insecure about that.
Thanks, Myka.
Thank you, Myka. All right, everybody. So we're gonna take a break to the Patreon. Can you stick around for the Patreon?
Yeah, I'd love to, man. Hell yeah.
I know you guys have a podcast. I would love if you stuck around, but you can also bounce if you want to. But yeah, so we'll take a little 5-minute break and be back. And thank you guys for listening. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Peace.
Bye.